What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another exciting episode of Twitch Chat. Whoa! You all excited? Did you all miss me yesterday? I know I wasn't here. I was in a private, super private call with the old Carve 'em Up. Yeah, beautiful bastard. How you doing, Char? How you doing, G? Pow79, Steve, how are you doing? How is everyone doing? Welcome on back here. Now, I know you're all probably wondering who my first lovely guest is today. And, well, I'm about to introduce her. Yes, it is, of course, none other than the lovely Tristabytes.
Hey! What an accurate description of me. How you doing?
You usually you come in and you're like, oh, this Muppet face. Why do you call yourself Muppet face? You're lovely. What are you on about?
What are you saying about Muppets? What have you got against Muppets?
Nothing, just Gonzo. Just his nose does me in a little bit. But
what have you got against Gonzo? I'm shocked by this anti-Muppet sentiment. Straight 10 seconds here. And already.
Well, look, okay, we'll get into the anti-Muppet talk, I think, a little bit later. I don't know if you've seen that episode where I had a bunch of Muppets on here, but they were just one giant headache for me. But please tell everyone at home.
I bet they said the same about you.
I hope so. But please tell everyone at home about yourself. What do you do and who you are?
Hi, my name is Tristabytes. I'm a presenter, interviewer, voice artist, and general all-round Muppet, as aforementioned. And I'm on YouTube and Twitch. And my friends laugh at me when I appear on their channels. And generally, that's a good sign. Although I'm not sure about right now.
It's not a bad sign. It's all right.
It's a good sign?
It's a good sign. Yeah. I just love the whole Muppet talk all the time. No one ever uses the word Muppet. Like, I used to get called a Muppet all the time, you know, so it's very nostalgic for me.
The Muppets are still relevant. Like, literally, otherwise, I've got problems.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie, right? I was actually talking about the old Jim Henson stuff the other day. Like, they need to start bringing that stuff back. I was watching Dinosaurs the other day. Oh my god!
Oh no, not Dinosaurs! That was terrifying.
I used to have that when I was a kid.
Oh no!
Like, why do I own this?
Down in my esteem, and you weren't very high to start with, but you've gone down in my esteem, mate.
Oh god! I'm getting the skibbities. Oh, sorry. Let me mute these alerts so you don't get that blasted in your ear. Sorry about that.
I can't hear that. But I can see the beautiful animation.
Oh god, yes, my dance moves when I could dance and I had more limbs. But yeah,
yeah.
God,
you had some moves. They existed.
Yeah, that's
good,
when I used to
effort.
get paid for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't get paid for dancing like that anymore. But you please, like, you was telling me a little bit before. I was like giving a mini interview before we even went live today. But could you tell, like, myself, like, a little bit? Well, I know a little bit of this already, but yeah, tell everyone at home, how did you get started on Twitch?
Well, basically, I was relentlessly bullied by people to join Twitch, is the most accurate way of saying it. I've been on YouTube for nearly 5 years now. I do a lot of interviews with independent games developers and indie comic creators, and I videoed like my adventures around Tokyo and at various Comic-Cons and things like that.
You've been to Tokyo?
I've been there several times. There's a video of me with the life-size Gundam.
Oh, that's awesome.
So what I can tell from this is that you've never looked at my YouTube channel, mate. So cheers for the vote of support.
I know. Well, that's how I do. I'm like learning about my guests. That's the whole point of this. But please, so you've hung out with giant Gundams. That's cool in Tokyo.
Yeah, I went to the Pokemon Center and I videoed all of that, which is good fun. There's loads. There's nearly 5 years worth. So
how long will it take me to watch 5 years worth of Triss in Tokyo?
Well, I haven't edited most of it, so not as long as you'd think. But there's some very good videos up there. I've still got loads more to edit still from Tokyo, and it's last year. Because like one of my videos from Retro Game Shopping has like, I think it's 200 individual clips, just sorting the clips. I look back and I'm like, why why
Oh
did I
my
have to
God.
video everything that was awesome in these secondhand retro shops in Tokyo? Because it's just phenomenal amounts of footage, and I'm just like trying to make it into some kind of cohesive thing, and then you're just distracted because looking at all of the Famicom rainbow colored carts, it's just so beautiful. And then I realized I took like 20 shots of those in different shops because they're just so pretty. So it might just have to be an entire compilation of just like beautiful soothing music and rainbow colored Famicom carts or something.
Oh my God.
Because it's just, I just set myself up to fail with that editing, to be fair.
See, I'm the
So-
same whenever I go anywhere. I'm just like, everything needs to be filmed. We need footage of this and that and that guy fighting over there. We need a video of it. I don't know why we need it. It'll come in handy maybe for a transition down the line.
Yeah, I don't tend to film things for personal use like that. I tend to film things that
Personal
are
use.
relevant to go in a video that you'd share with the public. Your mask tells us a lot about your personal life. So
Brilliant. Sorry,
And
we're talking
Trista
about
was never invited
Tokyo
on the
here,
show
not my
again.
face.
we
Yeah.
were, yes. So yeah. I put videos up on YouTube for a number of years, and also I started doing a bit of hosting of panels and things at
Oh, wow.
Comic-Con, Live, MCM, EGX, Play Expo, EGX Resd, and things like that. And I really loved all of these things.
Oh,
And
wow.
people just kept saying to me, do you use Twitch? And I was like, not really. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's that about? And people just relentlessly just would not shut up about this idea that I should check out Twitch. And I was like, it's so much work just to keep on top of the stuff I'm doing. Like, what is this about? Like, why is this any different to YouTube?
Chris, why are you not twitching over there?
Yeah, I mean, that was a separate concern that we put to the doctors, but they did also say I should be live streaming. And I eventually checked out Twitch and thought, okay, no, I can see that this is actually quite cool. I found a couple of streamers who actually I connected with the content, and I was like, no, okay, I get this now. Now I get this, and those streamers I'm mostly now friends with, which is kind of awesome. And I thought, well, I need a thing I can do on Twitch, and I was just getting heavily into VR. So I thought my entire Twitch channel would be an awesome excuse for me to just play Beat Saber for 4 hours at a time.
I knew it was going to be
And-
Beat Saber. Oh my God,
And
that game
Serious
destroyed
Sam
me.
in VR. Serious Sam in VR
Serious
as well.
Sam?
I have all the Serious Sam games in VR, and they are amazing. So
See, I never played the Serious Sam games. Never. Like, I've always seen them. I'm just like, oh my
What?
God, they look amazing. They look right up my
How?
alley, but I've just never touched them. I know.
why?
I know.
What were you doing back then? Like, Serious Sam is just like, did you at least play Doom or
I mean,
Quake
wait,
or
when did they
Unreal?
first come out? How old was I? Then I'll know what I was doing.
Yeah, okay, the conversation's about to get awkward, isn't
It's
it?
gonna derail so bad, but please carry on. So you was doing Beat
So-
Saber and stuff.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm old, and I was gonna stream all these things in VR, and I set myself up with this epic green screen so I could do that in mixed reality. So you'd see me standing in the game with a virtual camera, and I thought, yeah, I can
love that
stream
kind
all
of
of that.
setup.
Yeah, I've never done that at all, ever, on Twitch. I just bought all the kit. And I never actually managed to get it to work because all my equipment's secondhand, and it just crashed to the point where I just couldn't get anything to not, like, the entire PC just blue screens like a lot.
Oh no.
And it's starting to be more stable now, but this is like a year and a half later, so that's kind of by the by at this point. And I thought I was going to be streaming all this mixed reality VR, super technical type stuff. And then I thought, you know what, I'm being ridiculous. Start simple. And after I got back from Tokyo, I said, right, I'll just talk about my time in Tokyo. I'll just show all the retro gaming stuff that I picked up, a lot of which is like, you know, on the background and stuff here. I'll just talk through what I did and show a few clips and show some of the things I got. And then it's been a year and a half, and now this is my job. So I think it went okay.
That's awesome. That is like a year and a half of. Like, I mean, like, you know, I mean, you've had experience with that kind of stuff, like, you know, like interviewing people and all that kind of stuff. So you know how to have that kind of, like, you know, presence on camera and stuff. So, like, jumping over to Twitch and actually making it your job after a year and a half of doing it.
Yeah,
done.
I think
Well done.
the short way to explain it is that I'm a geek who never shuts up, so it made sense to put a camera in front of it.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, that's a
yeah.
good way of putting it.
like, normally, this is why I have, no real friends and I just sit in front of a computer all day. It's because I don't shut up, and Twitch is the only platform where that is entertaining as opposed to socially awkward.
And we have a volume bar where we get down to...
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I suspect that people, I mean, they have, in the commands, in the chat commands on my channel, I've had to make commands for like rant and tangent, and because that's effectively what things are. And I'll go on a tangent, someone will set me off on a topic, and then an hour later I'll be like, what was this stream supposed to be about? Who mentioned the X-Men movies? We've just lost an hour, people, to me ranting.
Oh my god, don't get me started on the X-Men movies. Oh no.
I know.
Oh
no,
Those
it's just wrong. It's just wrong. And First Class, she turns into Diamond, and then he uses magnetism to control a brass bed, which isn't magnetic, to break Diamond, which doesn't break Diamond. And then she turns back into a person, yeah, and somehow her neck isn't broken, because when she's a person, her skin is more solid than Diamond. It makes no sense. Anyway, just change the topic.
Make sense? It's like, was it Professor X? It's like one moment he's bald, the next he's standing, and it's just like, oh yeah, on this timeline he's supposed to be in a wheelchair. It's like, well, what? What did they even want to follow any? Oh god, it was a massive headache. Honestly, I can't stand those movies just for that reason.
They don't exist. Most people just say the prequels don't exist, but I'm just like, no, all the X-Men movies don't exist. Most of Wolverine is allowed to exist. Deadpool is obviously allowed to exist.
Is that teacup allowed to exist? Because goddamn, that's awesome.
Have you not seen this before?
No.
This is Mr. Stabby the Unicorn's teacup. He lets me borrow it because he's got hooves and he's imaginary. It's also got a matching teapot. One of my lovely, lovely viewers caused that to exist. So thank you very much. It's custom made by a lady on Etsy, I believe.
Oh wow, I love that. Now, what's in the cup? Now that's what we're all thinking. But
it's not tea.
It's hey. But yeah, no, like fucking hell. So I was looking about on your Twitter and everything, and well, like I didn't just jump on your Twitter. Sorry, let me rephrase this. I did see a post that you put up a bit ago about like saying about like how old you are and everything, because you did just mention it a bit ago, and like I noticed there was you and one other person who posted out that day saying, "Hey, look, I'm this age. I stream. I don't give a fuck. I dye my hair, I play games, and I just natural, do what I want to do." Is it? Oh wow, Jesus, cool genes. But
yeah, I mean, it did cause concern when I was born, but they've just kind of learned to live with it.
What is it? Oh god, that sounded awful. I'm sorry.
No, that's the true stories. Do you want the true story? Because it's worse.
Oh, go for it. I want to hear the true story.
The true story of my birth. Right, I just kicked the table. We'll ignore that bit. My mum's version of the story of my amazing, entrance into the world is that I was very impatient and I wanted to be born early, and then I changed my mind, which is her way of saying I kept her in hospital for days. And then when I was born, she was handed me for about 2 seconds because it turned out I wasn't breathing and I was very jaundiced and I needed to be put in an incubator.
Oh my God.
And instead of my mum saying, "You were this magical thing that was taken from my arms and I didn't get to see you for hours," she said, "Yeah, it was like someone handed me a cold dead frog and then took it away."
Oh my God.
So that didn't at all affect my self-esteem for the rest of my life. So
oh my God. And then when the biology class comes along where you have to dissect a frog, it's like, oh no.
I was like, is this a long lost relative? It's got a smaller mouth than me proportionally to its face.
Oh my God.
And it keeps it shut more because it's dead.
It's like, I was so light.
I was tiny. I had to be dressed in doll's clothes because you didn't get premature baby clothes back then, because this was apparently, you know, in the Victorian era.
Yeah.
And I had to be dressed in doll's clothes, and then those doll's clothes were put on the dolls I had as a kid, which is kind of cool.
Oh my god! You know what? My friend's oh god, his kid was born premature, and I came over to, like, you know, see the kid and everything, and legit, like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen a premature sized baby in chat or anything like that before, but god damn, it's like you want to hold your breath. It's like so small. It's like, like you don't want to walk in a room or anything. It's like, holy shit. But
and then I didn't get much bigger, which
you're living in a dollhouse right now. It's fascinating.
it saves so much on rent. Oh my goodness.
Easy
and for heating,
transport.
you just use a tea light.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. That's amazing. But yeah, sorry, back to the tweet. Yeah. So, like, you're saying about, like, how old you are and everything like that, and you know, gaming and stuff, and, like, you know, not give a fuck. And I saw someone else post about that and everything. It's like I never actually thought until recently. I mean, like, I'm clocking on a bit now, but like,
Well, you're a clone, so aren't you only like
yeah.
14 weeks old?
That's it. I mean, like, hey, thank you for saying 14 weeks. But I mean, I've never really thought about it until recently, like, you know, as well, like, about, like, is there an actual age limit to being a streamer? Is there an age limit, like, you know, like, to an audience, like, thinking, okay, you've got to be a certain age to, like, you know, play Rocket League or something? Because I've seen, what is it? There's, like, oh god, footage of that. I think there was an old lady or something that used to play like PUBG or Call of Duty. I can't remember now. It was some kind of, like, you know, first person game or something. But how long? I mean, would you see yourself, like, doing this for a long ass time, or, like, you know, like, actually, let me rephrase this. I mean, could you?
Until I'm older.
Yeah, until, I mean, we got a few
Until
hours
I've gone
left.
from the pink and purple to the Witcher. Is what you're
To
saying.
the Witcher. You know, my hair naturally went like that the other week when I didn't, like, dye my hair color back in or whatever. Careful, mate. I just saw Steve in chat saying, careful, mate. Look at that.
Oh, he's got my new emote.
Oh, that is amazing.
I couldn't sleep last night, and I stayed up drawing emotes, and I made a bunch of new ones, including I haven't seen any of these appear in chat yet. That's amazing. That's another one. So I haven't drawn in years, and I'm really glad people are enjoying those and have found a use for them already.
There we go. Sorry. Right. Okay. Look, I'm going to rephrase my question here now, because I wanted to talk about this because it's, like, interesting to me, because I've never actually thought about, like, you know, having an age limit on streaming. But yeah, like, is there any, like, you know, well, could you elaborate a little bit more on that for anyone that's watching right now? Because I have a few people that come into my chat and they're like, oh, I'm old, I can't do this and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I say the same thing. Like, you know, there is no age limit to doing entertainment. I mean, there's actors and stuff out there. Like, I mean, one example I use is, like, Steve Carell. Like, you know, he started his career in his, like, late 40s or whatever. But yeah, what would you like, you know, is there anything, like, you could add to that kind of stuff?
I have, like, my entire life philosophy, which is pretty applicable if you'd like that.
Yeah, go.
You know, yeah. My general philosophy, which I live my life by, is that be grown up about the things you need to be grown up about, like your finances, how you treat your friends, your partners, you know, your relationships, and you know, how you treat your career and things. And if you think you need to be grown up about pretty much anything else, you know, you're doing it wrong. I mean, there's no reason to ever think, oh no, I think it would be really fun and to sit and to color in a coloring book today in my house on my own with no one here to see me, but I better not because I'm too old for that. I'm only now allowed to watch, like, CSI Miami and true crime. And it's just really bizarre. I've never understood that. It's like, isn't surely the point of being an adult that you get to make your own decisions, not impose imaginary age limits on things that you've invented and then inflict upon yourself even when no one else is watching?
It's weird.
It just
I have that
it makes
myself
no
sometimes,
sense.
though. It's like, it's so weird. It's like sometimes I'm like, you know what? I want to do this. Ah, shit. Am I too old to do that now? You know, like, it's
Says
very...
the man in a gimp mask.
Hey, now, this is a kink, all right? I don't know how Twitch let me get away with
No
getting
kink
off all the
shaming.
time.
Sorry. My apologies. I can't talk. I've got pink hair, mate.
That doesn't make you a gimp, but...
That wasn't what I meant.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Oh my god, ruined. Absolutely ruined. Oh.
If you keep saying stuff like that, I'm just going to start calling you Budget Daredevil or Budget Voldo at this point.
God, the amount of times I got called Budget Daredevil when I first started doing this channel.
I'll go for Budget Voldo then. How's that? Is that more unique at least?
That's it, yeah. God. But yeah, I mean, like... I think that because like sometimes as well, like was it I remember I popped over to your channel the other day and you was like building, like, are you still building that Millennium Falcon? Are you still smashing it?
I'm getting my money's worth out of this, mate.
Oh my god. Now
look at that thing. It's awesome. It's got a kitchen. It all opens up and it's like they've got a little kitchen. Look, Chewy's like making himself like a nice like cup of coffee there. He's got a little frying pan going on. He's making himself like a little like breakfast there. This dude, he's lazy though. Look at him. He's just lying in bed on the phone. Like, and his bed's all the way up here. The sleeping quarters is there and he's a nightmare. He's slowing the whole thing down, mate.
See, that's it. And you know what?
Can't get the staff when you're building the Millennium Falcon. You think, you know, they could get the staff to build the Death Star and people kept blowing the thing up. Couldn't get the staff to build the Millennium Falcon and that's still going. What's that about?
Nah, mate. We didn't need any other stuff. We just needed Trista. All right. We just... You know what? I feel bad now. I've actually just thought when you got like just grabbed that, I was like, oh fuck. I should have brought mine in from the other room. Like, this is what it's gonna look like, but it's covered in spider webs at the moment.
Well, then I'm glad you didn't. Although it would probably be quite Halloweeny. You could use that in a few weeks on your new Halloweeny backdrop.
Spooky Millennium Falcon. Oh my god. But I mean, like, what would you say that you've got like right now behind you that's your like most prized possession? Because you've got a lot of stuff, a lot of fucking awesome stuff. Like
Mega Drive.
I was gonna say, is it the Mega Drive? I can kind of see it on the stream.
Hang on.
Oh, there we go.
Mega Drive.
Oh my god.
That's my Mega Drive.
Oh god. Did
that's the first thing. Now the camera's not straight, isn't it?
Nice,
God damn it. I do this every time. This way. No, this way. God damn it. I've only been doing this for a year and a half. I just dyspraxic with the camera, people. But that's my Mega Drive. It's the first thing I ever saved up for as a child. It's the first thing.
Oh my god.
That was my pocket money, my like £1 a week that I usually spent on chocolate. And that Mega Drive is the only reason that my family realized that I could actually manage my money. It's the only thing that ever stopped me just buying chocolate. I don't know. I'll see if it still says on it if you like.
If it still has, oh my god, that is so sick. If it has the price tag on it still. Like the old stickers.
It's from Argos.
Oh my god.
But it hasn't got the price on it there.
Oh.
But I bought it new. So I had that. I bought that new. With my own money, so it's
damn,
it's a prized possession. So I think that's probably the main thing. Also, I'm pretty big fan of that. I bought this as my one souvenir I bought for my first trip to Japan.
Oh wow.
Which is a squirrel fox from Studio Ghibli movies. So it's in Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind, and also in Castle in the Sky. And this is an official Studio Ghibli plushie from my first ever trip to Japan, and that was the first time I'd ever left the UK, and I got on a 24-hour flight on my own and went to the other side of the planet, and I could only afford to buy one souvenir, and that was it.
How are you with flying? Because like I like it was last year I only got round to like, it was the first time in like 10 years that I've flown, and it was only to Amsterdam, but like the whole time I was just like, yeah, another beer please, just on the plane kind of thing, just to deal with it. But 24 hours, holy hell.
And I'd never been on a plane before.
Really? Oh my God.
I was 27 years old. And I'd never been on a plane. I'd never left the country in any shape or form, not even on a ferry or anything. And I went to the airport on my own and had no clue what to do, and just kept going up to people and saying, I've never been in an airport before at all. I've never been in an airport. I don't know where I'm going. Because I kept asking people questions. They kept looking at me like, she's an idiot. And I was like, no, I've never been in an airport before, and I'm traveling to Japan on my own. And suddenly they'd be like, oh my goodness, yeah, you need to go over here and you need to put your bags here, because I just had no clue. And
oh my God.
I just like, life was going really, really, this is what I do basically. Every time life goes bad, I just get on a plane. Yeah, I got on a plane. I went to the other side of the world. I'd never been on a holiday before. And yeah, I've only been on a plane a few times, but usually I'm like kind of like go big or go home. So I've been to
that is definitely
Japan
going big
twice.
My God, wow.
Yeah, well, like last year, I spent 5 weeks in Tokyo sofa surfing, and like I literally, yeah, that was quite similar. I booked the flight to Tokyo 3 days before I went. I flew on my birthday. I just got on the plane really and figured it out when I got there.
What? Wait. Hold on. Just sorry. This is so, because there's so much to process tonight already. And I already told you I had a power nap, so my head's still in the reset process. But
yeah, I was about to have a very lonely, very horrible birthday, and I just went, I'm just gonna look at like, last minute flights to places and see if I can just go somewhere. Yeah. And I spotted there was in 3 days time, there was a flight to Tokyo, and it was like stupidly cheap.
Why
so
the fuck not? That's awesome.
I just did, basically.
Wow. Hey, well done.
Which was probably, I'm still alive.
Hey!
Nobody wanted to kidnap me, I think that's the advantage. Nobody wanted to kidnap me.
You just talked them away.
Yeah, they were just like, mate, no, I mean, we can't shut her up. Just kick her back out the van. We can't flog this one, mate.
Sorry. Hey guys, have you seen this Lego Millennium Falcon? Look, he's got a little bed over here. Oh God, get her out. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's amazing though. Literally, I've always wanted to go to Tokyo. Like because my buddy, he went to, he actually traveled all around Japan and everything. And like all the photos, I was like, oh, you motherfucker. I want to go to Osaka so much as well. Did you go to Osaka?
I've been exactly 10 years apart, so it's quite different each time I go.
Right.
And the first time I traveled all round, I met a friend out there who was traveling who'd been on a 2-year traveling adventure, and Japan was the last leg of their adventure. And I just said to them, my life is rubbish, I need to come see you. And she just went, well, I'm about to fly to Japan. And I was just like, yeah, I'll join you, which is how I went there the first time. So similar. And we kind of made our itinerary together. So we chose half the destinations each, and then we just did the proper backpacking thing the first time. Yeah. Like we stayed in a place called Kyoto Cheapest Inn. Like that was the title of the inn in English.
Wait, sorry, repeat that again.
Kyoto, as in the city.
Yeah.
Cheapest inn.
Oh wow!
It was literally, its selling point was it was the cheapest place in the city.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was like 3 bed-high bunk beds, like all in one room, and a bathroom. But it was the cheapest. I'll give them that. It was the cheapest. Wait,
how cheap was it?
It was 10 years ago. I can't remember, but it was stupidly cheap.
It was a kiss and a handshake. It's like, oh, thank you very much. Okay, go upstairs. There's your room.
Yeah, but I went to Kyoto and Osaka and all kinds of places on that first trip. But that was before I was doing content creation. So there's photos, but there's no video of anything then.
Wow, bloody hell! My God. That's amazing. I mean, was it my girlfriend? She's been traveling. She stopped in one of those. Was it like a hostel? But it was in a very hot country. I can't remember where it was now. And she said there's like gigantic, like humongous cockroaches in her bed. And it's like, yeah, I think if I saw anything like that, I'll probably freak the living shit out. I'll probably have a heart attack and die. That would be the end. Game over for me. As a little quick reminder for anyone in chat, if you have any questions for Trista right here, get them lined up. Get them all popped in the old chat arena right there. I think you guys have got all channel points or whatever, so get them highlighted. And yeah, we've got, say, another 15 minutes for Tristan, then we'll ask you guys all the questions. Well, get your questions all asked, sorry. But yes, Tristan, what have you got planned then? Like, what have you got coming up in the future?
Just in life in general.
Yeah, in life in general.
Specifically
I mean,
on Twitch.
Let's go with Twitch first. We can go on to
yeah, because otherwise, it's 2020, so my plans are like maybe do my laundry on a different day of the week to make my life exciting.
Tell me about laundry. How? I mean, like, I really can't wait to start doing my own laundry.
Well, I'm a goth, so it's quite easy. Just as you don't have to do, any of the complicated things of laundry. Being a goth is laundry on easy mode. But on Twitch, I'm hoping slightly more exciting. I'm going to continue building the Millennium Falcon, obviously. Like, I can't just leave it. You can't just leave it half done. Like, they're sending in complaints, mate. It's raining. They're sending in complaints about not having a roof. I told them I reduced the rent, and that wasn't enough. So we've got to finish that. And I'm just continuing to add more and more creative stuff to the stream. You saw a little bit of a preview of some of those bits before we went live.
Oh yeah.
I'm just adding more and more stuff to keep things changed up, and giving a lot more control to the viewers to kind of just demand is probably the right word to use. Demand that we go to different scenes and bring out different characters and do different stuff. And I'm going to keep it a mix of chatting and gameplay, although the gameplay is also mostly chatting and just me falling off stuff, but that's it. Have you sort of dropped by any of the Saturday streams? Have you seen the Scream streams?
I've not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been dead to the world for the past, like, literally I've been ill and like just tired a lot, so I've missed so much on Twitch. But please tell me and everyone in chat, what are the Scream streams?
The Scream streams are that my viewers hate me, and they basically have blackmailed me into playing horror games once a week because I don't play horror games.
Right.
So I played through the whole of Alien Isolation, and then they immediately sent me a copy of Dead Space. So we're now playing Dead Space, and every time I die, I get to eat a biscuit. And
a biscuit. Oh.
So I get to stop for, like, a little cup of not tea and a biscuit every time I die. And then we just I say they laugh at me as I scream horribly and try and hide under my desk because Dead Space is really, really scary.
I absolutely love Dead Space because it's actually kept up as a good horror game still to this day. Like, I got it on the release date, like when it first come out, and my god, that scared the shit out of me.
I thought I was getting off slightly easy. After playing Alien Isolation, I thought Dead Space was just more of a, shooting in space kind of deal. I didn't realize it's genuinely got super creepy type stuff going on. Yeah, it's very different to Alien Isolation, so I'm just having like a different flavor of nightmare now. But yeah, I thought it would be less scary, but it's just different scary.
Now, you know what? There was something I was going to talk to you about, and I've just remembered about it now. Like the whole PG-13 streamer, because you was telling me about like how you like to try and keep yourself all PG-13. Now, this is a nice combination. So you're playing horror games, you're doing the whole Scream thing. How the hell do you keep it PG-13? Playing horror games.
Well, bearing in mind that all the cheers are jump scares, it's a miracle. I think I'm just so terrified that if you could understand what the sounds coming out of my face were, there'd probably be horrific things that I can't say, but mostly it just sounds like someone's trodden on a cat. Similar to my singing, but in a more terrified manner.
I've not heard you singing yet. I can't wait.
Yeah, you just imagine what I just described, like somebody who's treading on a mixture of unhappy cats and Lego bricks, that kind of like terrified curdling noise.
Amazing.
That you just...
That's like my whale music right there.
Yeah, so I very much from the start of the YouTube channel and things like wanted to pitch myself. Like I was very much hoping to get picked up as a presenter by other channels, do on stage stuff. I really still had the dream of like getting on TV one day. So I've always kind of tried to, as best I can, keep the stream family friendly to that degree. Yeah. Apart from the one time I played Echo the Dolphin and dropped an F-bomb, and no one will let me forget it.
Okay, right. Okay.
The Alien Isolation didn't make me swear. Echo the Dolphin made me swear. Like, I'm never gonna live it down.
Now, someone's asked about Echo the Dolphin, so we're gonna have to come back to Echo the Dolphin in a minute. So, but yeah, like, so you're playing Dead Space at the moment. You've completed Alien Isolation. So, did you like Alien Isolation? I mean, yeah, thank God. Did it ruin you?
I mean, it depends what you mean by like. I kind of hate them for being so good at making such a tense, terrifying game. It's too successful. I wanted it to be less good. It's too good. I don't like being scared. Why does anyone like being scared? I don't understand.
Now, right, I'm going to just tell you something. Like, it's the androids, isn't it? It's not even the alien. It's those bloody androids. They come out of nowhere, and it's just like, oh my God.
Oh, the Joes are just when they grab your foot and you think they're dead and they're not. And then, I mean, we called the alien Fluffy, and I thought that would make it less scary, but then it just meant that people popped up into the stream and there was this purple haired Muppet just screaming, Fluffy, no! And playing Alien Isolation. And
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish I called it Fluffy. I played it in VR and like seeing the alien and everything was like, oh my God. Seeing it to scale and stuff, because I was just a big Alien nerd as a kid.
I love like Alien just from a distance, like in an adjacent room.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh God. Oh my God. That DLC they did with like from Alien.
I haven't played that.
Oh, you need to get on that. Good. It's good. It's full on
there's
panic.
people from my channel in chat. Damn you.
Oh my God. Right. Look, I'm gonna have to ask you about it now. Echo the Dolphin. Tell me about it. Why is someone asking me if you're going to be playing Echo the Dolphin again? Why is it so bad?
Just because it's the only thing that's ever made me swear on a live stream. Because it's just, the game makes no sense. It's just too frustrating. And then you just randomly like fly in the air like you're a rocket ship and not a dolphin. And what the hell is that about? It just... I rage quit it.
I mean, like, what?
I just basically, I've played the whole of Alien Isolation. I've played a whole load of weird indie games, and yeah, I rage quit Echo the Dolphin after dropping an F-bomb in 5 minutes, and
Really?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Wait, 5 minutes of Echo the Dolphin, and you raged after it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It makes no sense. What's going on? Why is it going on? Why is the dolphin just flying in the air? Nothing makes sense. Just, I wasn't having it.
See, what is it? There was that, and Terminator versus RoboCop when I was a kid. On Sega Mega Drive. I didn't get either of them. I really didn't understand any of those games. But let's see what other questions we've got for you right here. What is a highlighted moment in your content creation career?
Well, being here, obviously.
Oh.
Obviously.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know what that says about me, but that.
A guy in a GIMP mask is the peak. Wow,
yeah,
that's fantastic.
So I don't, ever expect to be able to afford food or anything from my career based on that. But I don't know. I think being trusted by other lovely streamers and also the people at events to be up on stage kind of interviewing people and things like that is pretty amazing, because they're putting the audience in my apparently trustworthy hands in a live format, and that's pretty awesome and terrifying at the same time. So I think that's probably one of the things I've been most proud of. That and the Games Trista scene, which people can request with channel points on mine. That's the other thing I'm most proud about, because it's clearly definitely not badly photoshopped together at all.
Real quick, can I ask it, like, you know, from doing these cons and stuff, like, you know, I'm sure, like, have you done any of, like, well, seen, like, any of the cosplay masquerades and stuff like that when they come out on stage, and, like, have you presented any of those at all?
I haven't presented any cosplay masquerades. No, they tend to use high-level pro cosplayers to do the presenting for those, which makes sense because they can then judge and things like that. So, but I've been at all these things. I mean, I've been going to Comic-Cons for like 8 or 9 years. And when I say them, I mean like 6 or 7 things a year level of going. Like, I'm at most of them now. Like, yeah, Birmingham, London, Manchester.
Oh my God.
I'm at most of the ones in all of them at this point.
God, I used to go to the ones in Birmingham all the time, but like, I'm sorry, forget about the whole presenting thing, but like, can you say it, like, you know, without mentioning any descriptions of people or anything like that, or like maybe whatever? What is the most kind of cringiest or like moment that you've seen at a convention? Like, you know, someone's like costume falling apart or falling over or something like that. Like,
the cringiest things are probably me. It's them looking at me, not the other way round. If I get to a point when I can look at someone else and go like, you're more socially awkward than me, then I'll know I have like leveled up in my own ability. But I can tell you one of the best things, 2 of the best things I've ever seen, in fact.
Go on.
If you'll take, I sort of like, I see your 1 story and I raise you 2. The 2 best things I've ever seen at Comic-Con with sort of cosplays and stuff is, 1, somebody dressed themselves as a Pokestop at the height of Pokemon Go.
Wow.
And then they ran around the convention, and everyone who was dressed as Pokemons then just ran around them. And that was brilliant, because it was completely unspoken thing. It was just somebody dressed as a Pokestop, very like just out of bits of cardboard and stuff. And then everyone with Pokemon who had Pokemon toys or little kids or things would all just run around them, and that was adorable. And the one which is the best, and I wish I know the names of these people because they've done it at quite a few Comic-Cons, but they basically dress as Tom and Martha Wayne. Yeah.
Right.
And then every time they see someone dressed as Batman, they lie on the floor dead with some roses around them.
Oh my God, I've seen pictures of those guys, yes.
They are amazing. And just every time they do that, everyone dressed as Batman just goes on their knees and goes, why? Why? Cruel world, why? And it's just so good. And I love that sense of community and camaraderie that you can just go, if I dress as this, everyone will just get it and will just be on board with it, and they do every time.
I love that. Literally, conventions are so badass. I honestly, like before, I mean, what was it? It was Liverpool Comic Con. I was working at. That was the last convention I was at, and I'm like, honestly, I miss them so bloody much now. It's like,
well, same. Not just from a work perspective, but also because I could tell you a nice story from the other year where I'd got to a point in my life where I thought, you know, I think I'm getting better at this socializing thing. I think I've cracked how to talk to people, and I'm getting more confident in myself, and I know what I'm doing. And then I went to an old friend's wedding, someone I'd known since I was like a teenager.
Right.
And that put me in a room with like 100, like we'll call them like normal people, right? Because I'm clearly not. And within like an hour, I was like, I'm not any better at socializing or dealing with people or anything. I've just spent my entire last 10 years of socializing in buildings with 100,000 other geeks. And I kind of went home after like really deflated, very happy for my friends and their lovely wedding and everything, but also kind of deflated, like, oh, yeah, I don't know how to have conversations with people that don't get Deadpool references.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, been there.
Like, there was somebody who was like a taller, slightly older person, and then there was a smaller, younger person, and the joke was that one of them looked like an older, like more buff version of the other, and I kind of went like Shazam, and somebody went, "What, the music recognition app?" And I was like, "No, the comic character that's kind of similar to Superman, but sort of a parody." And then I kind of just awkwardly walked away to the deafening sound of Tumbleweed.
Oh my god. You know what's best? When someone's like, "So what do you do for a living?" I Twitch stream. Wait, what? You what? What's the Twitch? You Twitch? What? And then explain someone what Twitch streaming is, and it's just like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna just. Well, what do you do? Oh, I fix pipes. Oh, that's fantastic. That's way easier to explain than what I do.
Well, I worked as a graphic designer for 15 years, and I spent a lot of that working in email marketing, making responsive email templates and coding and stuff.
All right.
And I basically, I've gone from that to doing presenting and Twitch streaming. So I've gone from a career where every time somebody finds out what I do, they go, "Haha, you send spam." And I'm like, "No, I designed the templates for HMV and Tesco and Barclays, and I'm really proud of my work, thank you." And now I've got to a point where I say, "I'm on Twitch and I'm a girl," so you can imagine what their response to that is.
Oh God! Please.
Yeah.
I just can't even. Let's.
No, neither can I. That's the problem. It's why I'm not very famous.
No. God, we'll make you famous. Someone can we get a few memos out to get some famous in here? Anyway,
that would be really handy, because whether or not I get to do this until I am old and have gone from being Muppet to Witcher will depend entirely on if I get any better at this.
Oh my God, I love it. God, we need to get Nat Solo on that song. He'll be amazing. Muppet to Witcher. Let me have a look. What is it? Yeah. Have you finished Lore of the West yet? Ask Casper. What Lore of the West?
We play Lore of the West quite often. My score is always quite bad because I let chat decide the options we pick in the game. But we play that quite often on Fridays. If you wanna help with that, it's a cowboy game where you're a sheriff. Right. But it's basically, do you know, like, have you ever played like point and click adventures like Monkey Island and stuff like this?
Oh my God, I love Monkey Island.
So you know how the conversation trees are just hilarious and stuff. Yeah. It's basically a old C64, Commodore 64 game that's kind of the precursor to that style of conversational interaction.
All right.
But you're a sheriff in the Old West and you're basically like 20 pixels.
Oh, 20 pixels. Nice.
Yeah, it's 19 more than I deserve. Yeah, and I let chat decide quite often what we choose to do, and as a result, we get very, very poor scores in the game because they mostly just get me to shoot people.
Oh my God! Sorry, that was a good math joke.
Not bad for someone with dyscalculia.
Oh my God.
Normally when I make math jokes, I have to go, wait, no, the math doesn't add up. Damn it, I'll try that joke again later. That one was okay because I only needed to remove one. That's the extent of my maths.
Oh my God, absolutely brilliant. Let me see here. No, that sounds fantastic though. I like that. When do you do that?
I play viewer request like old games on Fridays. So I play some. People send me challenges and send requests, and yeah, Lore of the West comes up quite often, which is awesome because I'd never even heard of the game before. Like a viewer suggested it, and now I'm like, this is amazing.
Nice, right? Well, next time I stop in, I'll have to. I'll try and get a few people to request it. Let's have a look here. In your streams, you build Lego, you play retro games, you talk geek chat, you chill out at the beach, and I've seen some of those gifts. I love those and everything when you go in live and everything. It's like, I like that.
Thank you.
And you do Scream streams. Do you have a preference or do you enjoy them all the same? Ask Pow79.
I enjoy all of them apart from the Scream stream, which wouldn't be hilarious if I did enjoy them. So I guess that works out fine.
I can't do the screaming anymore. you know what? One time I screamed, I pulled my chest out. I was like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. It's ruined me. Absolutely. What's the scariest game you've ever played, would you say?
But literally, I've never played scary
all
games
time.
before these streams.
Really?
This is literally my first experience of playing scary games, because I avoided them on purpose because I knew exactly what would happen, which is exactly why chat
my
blackmailed me
God.
into playing them.
You're going to get
'Cause they hate me.
ruined. Absolutely ruined. Just don't play Amnesia. I mean, that... Amnesia.
I think they were suggesting, like, was it Soma or something like that?
Soma's
There's
good.
ano-
I mean, yeah.
There's another one.
Soma's
Is that-
pretty good. Yeah.
The problem is I don't know how scary they are before I play them, because I've purposefully never played them. So
Oh, I get on it. Yeah, yeah.
it's the ultimate blind playthroughs, and they'd be more so if I was allowed to just close my eyes and not play them at all.
Sorry, Control Quinn just said in chat, hi, Control Quinn, by the way, how you doing? She just said, hey, play Visage, or Visage, however people say. No, Trista, don't play Visage.
Okay.
Horrible game. It's terrifying. Made me poop a few times.
Okay. But that probably violates TOS, so that's a good reason for me not to play
Yeah,
it.
exactly, definitely. The awkward walk-off just tells everyone. If you could interview anyone living or dead, who would it be? That's a good one, actually. Ask Poe again. Am I saying that right? I'm probably saying that horribly wrong. But yes.
Probably David Bowie,
Oh, that's a good one.
because I grew up fairly obsessed and loving David Bowie, and my sibling calls Labyrinth that beeping film my sister wouldn't stop watching. So
You mean the one that John Robertson was in? He was the stunt double, like, as David Bowie. Did you not know this?
no, I
Yeah.
feel he may be lying to you.
No, he doesn't. That's my fact.
That's your fact.
Well, he keeps calling me a gimp, so it's like my only thing I can throw back.
So
is
you
like,
wait.
David
He's
Bowie.
calling you a gimp. So you're suggesting that he is a stunt double for a man who's basically famous for when you see any shots below the waist, it's the most impressive thing you've seen in your life. You think that's an insult
His
as a comeback?
face just came up on that. Yeah.
that's the literally largest compliment you could ever pay a man.
Just all right, but I'm just trying to say he's like, you know, oh, you look like David Bowie from Labyrinth. All right,
I
he
can
does
see.
look
I can see.
handsome.
Yeah, it's close to a burn. It's more of a graze. I'd work on that one.
I can't help it. I can't attack him. He's too nice.
You're just
of a
too
man.
nice. That's the problem. You're too nice, clone. You're
Yeah.
too nice. You need to get one of the other clones to be your mean wingman.
I'll get the one that can't see right, so he doesn't know who he's attacking.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. What else we got here? I'm sure I do love David Bowie though. I did actually. Oh God, what was it? I watched this random show of like someone having like a makeover or whatever, and this girl
Okay.
like walked into the shop and she actually had herself done up to look like David Bowie. Her hair was insane. It was like a proper bright orange. Really cool.
Amazing. I was fairly like obsessed with him, and my mum was always like, you just love David Bowie so much. And then years later she was like, I wonder if the fact that when you were a baby I had that life-size cutout from Labyrinth in the kitchen stuck to the wall, it had any effect. And I was there like, what? So basically, like, one of the only adult humans I bonded to as a baby was a cardboard cutout of David Bowie, and you're now complaining I'm obsessed with David Bowie. Like, this is how
Uncle
you start
Bowie.
cults, people.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, there we go.
I wish I
everyone.
were making that up.
You've got literally, like, we're actually learning stuff from this fucking show. Like, anyone that's just got like a kid on the way or anything like that, any new parents, if you want to have a celebrity family member, just get a life-size cutout of whoever you want and just place it in front of the baby.
Yeah, it's otherwise I would have had no adult male figures to look up to, so it might as well have been a cardboard cutout of David Bowie.
Oh God.
It's the only one that didn't leave.
Oh God, no! All right, cut to commercial. Oh God, that. Oh, that. got right in the feels. I'm not supposed to feel anything.
Sorry, I'm a goth. We don't have a heart or soul. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you walk around in the summertime wearing leather jackets, crazy bastards. I'm sure Clone will have already have met him, met them anyway. Oh, for fuck's sake, you dick. But who is your favorite celebrity you have met?
That's a tough one because I've met so many lovely people. I've had the privilege to be able to be at some of the press only interviews at like some of the Comic Cons and stuff, which just massively increased the amount of famous people that I had met. I think Chris Barry's probably up there, who's Rimmer in Red Dwarf.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's lovely, and he could do so many impressions. He just the voices he does, he's just incredible. He's absolutely lovely. Warwick Davis is pretty cool. He's a really nice guy.
Oh yeah,
and,
I've met
really
Warwick.
funny.
He's
Yeah.
lovely.
he's funny. He's a really, really good guy. Like, I think I've been really lucky that pretty much everyone that I've got to meet has been lovely. I think the person who I was most kind of like, oh my god, like I literally said like I need to be doing the interview to my boss. I said I need, even if you're doing this interview as well, like, I need to be there. And that was Kevin Conroy, who is the voice of Batman.
Oh, that is so sick.
And I went to all 3 of his press only interviews and videoed them all and made like one mega like interview video.
I love that.
So I have like more footage than anybody else, and he's so humble and so lovely.
Oh yeah,
and
I can imagine.
Like, he was one of the people that I was just like, I have to meet him.
Oh wow, oh that's so cool. How long ago again, sorry, was that you met Kevin?
God, time has flown this year. So that must have been a couple of years ago. That was an MCM London Comic Con.
Oh bloody hell! I know one of my friends would freak out about that. 100%.
Yeah, and he's lovely as well. Also, I've forgotten the name off the top of my head. The guy who is the voice of Bender in Futurama.
John DiMaggio.
Yeah, he's lovely too.
You've met him.
So funny. I got to ask him questions. I got to ask Kevin Conroy a question, but obviously he'd been asked that loads, so he just answered it in one word. But I got to ask John DiMaggio a question, and that actually required a proper answer, and he was an absolute sweetheart.
Oh god, I'd love to meet John DiMaggio. Like, he was the voice of Marcus Phoenix, Bender, is it Jake the dog in Adventure Time or whatever? I never really got into Adventure Time. I know everyone's gonna boo me in chat now.
No, I never really got into it either. But then I don't watch Rick and Morty, which seems to freak people out the most. So
yeah, Rick and Morty. I feel like.
Oh, do you actually like not love Rick and Morty? You'll be the only person to like not just be like jumping down my throat for the fact I don't watch Rick and Morty.
Oh no, I've watched all Rick and Morty. I'm just kind of tired of it now because I can make a Rick and Morty character in 5 seconds, and then people are just like, oh fuck you. It's literally like, oh hey, look at me, I'm Mr. I may drink a bottle of water every now and again, guy. Whoa. And then that's it. They play on that joke every 5 minutes or whatever. I'm sorry. Everyone's going to hate on me in the chat now. Have we got any more questions?
I'm just happy they're not hating me for it. So yeah, that's fine. This is a nice holiday for me.
I think that's all the questions. Let me see if there's any that aren't highlighted and everything. But yeah, for anyone in chat that doesn't know, could you tell them all, how often do you stream? Like, what days do you stream and everything?
I stream most days is the answer to that. Sometimes twice a day. So yeah, check out, there's a schedule over on the Tristabytes Twitch channel, and I'm on all of the normal social medias and Discord and all the things. But yeah, I stream about 7 times a week for 3-4 hours each time as well. And sometimes I do bonus ones if lovely people invite me onto their stream as well.
I'm not going to keep you any longer because we've got someone else that's waiting, and he's probably going to be fucking screwing at me now when I get him on here. He's going to be like, what is this? But please tell everyone.
Just blame me. Most people do.
It's all right. I'll get blamed for it nonetheless. But please tell everyone where they can find you. And have you got anything special planned for this week?
Let's go with yes, because that
Yes.
sounds more exciting than no.
Oh God, it's Thursday. I'm sorry. I had to think about that then. Have you got anything special planned for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we play retro games from 7 p.m. in the evening, and I let people decide what games I'm going to play and send me challenges live on air and stuff like that. So that usually goes hilariously wrong in what I'm assuming is hopefully, possibly, even vaguely, slightly entertaining kind of way. But you can generally find me as Trista Bytes on everything. That's the easiest way to find me. I actually managed to pick a brand name that no one else wanted, so could have good consistency across all my social medias.
There you go. You absolutely fucking destroyed that.
I answered the question,
No, you
so I'm
did.
gonna take that as a win.
Yeah, you nailed it. Usually people
Thank you very, very much for having me on the show.
It's
So,
been an
like,
absolute pleasure. Thank you for stopping up
anytime
and being on this
Anytime.
old shit show. But yes, Trista Bytes, everyone. Oh! I shall bid you farewell. Oh God, the echo always goes off, the bastards. But bye, bye, bye. Oh God, she's a charm, isn't she? She's lovely.